Hello once again YouTube, Chris the Nutburger here bringing you some StarMade new in Fleetworks, and today we are taking a look at the Minmatar builds that I'm working on while I do my new Eden Fleetworks stuff. And we have in front of us a color variant, a skin variant of the Minmatar Rifter. This is Valklear Glory edition of the Minmatar Rifter, and I have to say, probably my favorite skin of any ship so far. It's just really nice. It's the first time I've really used yellow, and it's actually coming along quite nicely. So, this is a skin that I now own in EVE, and as such I am allowing myself to build the color variant in StarMade. We also have the Crucial Edition, which was pretty cheap when I bought it. I don't know why, because it's okay. I mean, it's not really that far off from the regular brown Rifter, and that's because it's like a crimson red and it's very dark. But in StarMade I don't have crimson, I have just straight red. So I had to deal with that, and we have now a Crucial Edition Rifter, which is available for giveaway. And we have the regular Rifter, which I just released on the StarMade dock. I am filming this video right after I released this version of the Rifter on the StarMade dock. Should be up to date. And then we have the Valklear Glory Rifter right here. And this will be today's prize. If you comment down below, you have a chance to win a copy of this ship, which is pretty sweet. And I will be messaging you. I maybe should have made note of that. Check your messages. That's how I get in contact with people that have won any of the skins that I give away, and it's through messages on YouTube. Anyway, so if we jump out of this, I don't know if I've showed you the finished interior of this thing, but we have the pod area, which is like nothing special, nothing interesting. Then we have a crew area for the 2 crew members or 3 crew members that would be living on this thing if it were a normal ship. And then we have the cargo bay, and you know, information is here. We go up here, we're in the cockpit, there's the scanners, here's a nicely placed camera, so that you can look out the cockpit. There is a button here for the engines, which you can turn on and off. I'm doing that now on all of my ships. I'm hiding a button away for you to turn off all your engines. And then we have, of course, this door, which is also a Plex door, so if you need to, you can activate the door blocks, and you don't have to use the rail. It's a little cheap, to be honest. I think this is very cheaply built. But I don't have many options when it comes to how this place is, you know, how much space I had in here, so what can you say? Anyway, so one thing that I should make note that I'm changing with my builds is how I do cargo. So before, I would have 1 cargo block for every 100 cubic meters of cargo capacity that you found inside an EVE Online ship. And that's really cool and all, but with the introduction of the cargo system in StarMade, I think it's better fitting if I actually dedicate 140 cubic meters of the internal space to cargo. So that is what I have done here. We have 140 cubic meters of cargo space dedicated to actual storage of cargo inside the ship, inside the cargo bay. If we look at the interior of this thing, it's 14K, which is exactly 140 cubic meters of space dedicated to the cargo. So that is something I'll be doing on all my ships, and that's going to be really interesting when we get to things like freighters and industrials, because those things have like thousands of cubic meters for cargo space. I mean, what is it? The Venture. The Venture has 5,000 cubic meters of cargo space dedicated to ore holds, right? It's all for storing ore. That's probably something we'll explore in a future episode, the Venture, because that's pretty close to completion. But that is a lot of internal space. That is a ton of internal space on such a small ship, and of course it's only dedicated to ore. So I only really I'm gonna be hooking it up to salvage computers and whatnot, and that's what you'll be, you know, putting into your cargo on that ship. But it's pretty crazy because this ship only has an internal cargo capacity of 140 cubic meters. The Venture, which is not much bigger, I mean, it's maybe a little bit bigger. No, it's actually the same length as this ship. It's 138 meters long. So the Venture is just as big, and it has 5,000 cubic meters dedicated to ore, like holding ore. That's crazy. That is really crazy. So it's going to be very interesting when we get into larger ships where we see physical space dedicated to that cargo. I'm really excited for that because I want to give my industrial ships quite the interior. So, what else have I been working on for the Minmatar? We've got all sorts of stuff. We obviously have all of my other previous ships. Some of these are a bit outdated now with the introduction of the thrust system that's changed how thrust works in StarMade. There is now I guess, a max speed limit when it comes to thrust. So I'm going to have to change some of my ships to match that because there are ships in EVE that fly faster than others, of course. So I want to, you know, kind of represent that on the ships and make sure that's all accurately portrayed. Some of these ships do, in fact, fly faster than others, and I think so long as, you know, I guess, proportions stay the same throughout the rest of StarMade's development, I won't really have to worry about fixing thrust anymore, or at least I hope I shouldn't have to. That would be really nice. Let's see. Up here we have the Hurricane. So I do own this in EVE, which means that I'm allowing myself to build it. That's the rules. That's the rules I'm setting for myself. I have like 40 some odd ships in EVE, which I'm allowed to build, and so this is one of them. And it's coming along quite nicely. We have a very nice step on this hull. It goes from like 8 to 9 or something like that, and it goes all the way down. We have done the bottom half, which in my opinion looks a little bit better because it looks less like a break in the hull. It's got like layers of armor plates, it almost looks like. I'm not sure I like that look, but down below it's less like that because of the breaks going in the opposite direction. It kind of, you know, evens it out. And then I'm, you know, slowly making my way down the length of this thing, trying to get all of it wireframed, I guess, and then we can finally get into this interior of this thing, which, oh my, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm not entirely sure I know exactly how I want to handle it, but it will be fun, and it's, I don't know, it's certainly a ship that I think a lot of people will enjoy having. So, that is one of the projects I am working on slowly as time goes on. It's just, it's all 45-degree angles and worse, so you can imagine how much I enjoy working on this particular build. Let's see, another ship that I'm close to being done with is the Talwar, which is a destroyer. In case you were wondering, that up there is a battle cruiser. So we have the Talwar here. Let's see. This honestly probably wouldn't take too long. It's just really cramped, and I hate cramped spaces on ships because I don't know, it's just messy. This front end would probably even take less time than it implies, simply because there's a pattern to how this is, you know, formed, I guess. These wings on the front, the glass sensors. And then we'll be getting into the interior of this thing, which actually shouldn't be too crazy hard because the cargo bay is like right here, so like right in the middle of this thing is the cargo bay. Everything above is dedicated to commanding the ship, including a massive bridge area, which is going to be great. And then, oh god, what's this? What's this down here? I don't know. Maybe that's like a communications area. I don't know. We'll have weapons access all along the length of this thing. We'll have an engineering section in the back. And then maybe up here is a few decks dedicated to crew stuff? Who knows? All sorts of stuff. I mean, it's actually a lot tighter in terms of space than it seems, and we'll easily see that once I start filling in the interior, because we have to dedicate it, you know, an amount of space to the engines. I mean, this is it. I mean, this ship is pretty much a box on the interior, which is something that is quite uncommon for some of these ships. We have some space dedicated up here in front, but I don't think there would be particularly any rooms in particular up here that far up ahead. So, you know, from here to here, and then kind of make an area around the cargo bay, and then like an area in the back for an engineering section. I think that'll be pretty nice. And I think maybe there will only be like 2 or 3 decks in this, maybe even just one deck that goes all the way around, and then a few decks above, a few decks below over here, certainly a little bit lower down here if this is like a communications area. I don't know. It's all sorts of stuff that it could be. So yeah, that's my progress there. That's actually probably something I could work on pretty soon. I don't know if I own a Talwar on EVE, because if I don't, then I have to go buy one before I continue working on it. I've got nothing done on the Stiletto, which is a ship that I absolutely hate. I hope they redesign it soon, because if they do redesign it soon, if they introduce the new redesigned version, I will honestly just push this aside and work on the new version. It looks much better. It'll be much easier to build. I've made no progress on the Stabber, and I have done some progress on the Cyclone. So if we come over here, you can see, oh, I don't know why I did that. You can see all of the slab work that I am doing over here, which is really nice. Gives it a nice, subtle, plated look, which is really great. And I'm just loving working the details into this ship. I mean, there's all sorts of places where slabs are just doing me wonders. Look at that. Those nice looking vents. We've got even some weird looking venty type of things going on here. All sorts of stuff. And then up here we have like these vents. It just looks great. It looks really great. And then, you know, I don't have to worry about full blocks extruding from the side of this piece, right? Or this indentation going in a full block. It's just slabs. They do so much for you. It's so great. I'm really happy about it. And I can't wait to do more work on this ship in particular. This is something that I'll probably be live streaming, so if you want to catch me working on this big boy, this is the Cyclone. I think I mentioned that. I do some work on this during the live streams occasionally. I don't really live stream StarMade that much anymore, or live stream in general anymore. That'll probably change once I'm done with my Fallout series. We'll see. We'll see. Because I want to play other games, and I want to live stream them, because that makes it easier for me to post them onto YouTube. And you'll be seeing probably the Fallout 4 series going on to YouTube pretty soon. And, of course, that's about it. That is about it. That's about what I've accomplished in recent times. So, because this is not complete, we'll go over here and take a look at this Valklear Glory Rifter, which is very, very nice. So, yeah, like I said, I'm doing Fallout 4 series, which either by now is already being posted, or is being posted really soon. I'm hoping that, you know, by the time this video goes up, I will be posting that Fallout 4 series. So yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. Let's see. The reason I'm doing that is because, honestly, you know, why not? It shouldn't disappear forever, my experience with that game, you know? I think that's kind of my philosophy behind it. I don't really care if people watch it or not. I just want there to be an opportunity for people that do want to watch me play that game to watch me play that game. I mean, I may not be like the best comedic act or very interesting when it comes to stuff outside of StarMade, but it's an option. It's there. It's for people that actually do care. It's not like it really takes away from the stuff that I'm doing in StarMade, because I would be playing these games anyway. After Fallout, I 100% want to try getting into the Batman series, like all the Batman Arkham games, because I've just got all of them, except for the last one. I'll probably buy that later if it goes on sale or something, but I want to play through those games, because those games are dope. I've got Assassin's Creed to finish up, I've got other series to finish up, and I will finish all of them. I want to finish all of them. It's just, it's going to be over the course of a long time, which is really bad, and probably not wise. So I'm going to be, hopefully, and I'm going to try getting back into the YouTube scene a bit, I'm going to hopefully be posting one of these videos, maybe two of these videos a day. These episodes are going to be like 30 minutes long, and they're just for you to chill back and hang out with me while I play video games. I don't really care if you guys don't watch them, they're still getting posted. That's the thing. Because I have less time to spend thinking about StarMade, and frankly, I have less time that I want to be spending in StarMade, because now I am working for Shine, and it's just very draining having to come up with new designs for spaceships for the actual game, and then immediately jump over into my NEF projects, where I have to do the same thing, except with EVE Online ships. I have to figure out the interior and stuff like that, or figure out how to do details, or how to remove gray blocks and replace them with better looking green blocks. It's just really draining. So I don't want to burn out in either the NEF or in my real job, which is why you'll be seeing less StarMade. I'm still going to be posting StarMade. I'm going to get all these easy videos out of the way. You'll be seeing, and you should have been seeing up until this point, some nice showcases of all the various models that I've ripped from EVE of the various factions. We'll be doing the factions, and then we'll be moving on to space stations. And then after that, I think we'll be moving on to more obscure structures in space, like stuff that doesn't belong to particular factions, like asteroid formations that EVE has, and asteroid colonies. They're pretty interesting, you know, there's all sorts of stuff. I mean, oh wait, I'm in the wrong sector, so maybe You'll be seeing this in the next episode. I'll show you a bit of a tease in the next episode. But there's just all sorts of various items and objects that I could be working on as well, that you can find in EVE Online. Just stuff that you find in space that is not necessarily specific to any one faction. So we'll be doing showcases of those. I hope that I can eventually do showcases of the capital ships again, because I have only done one of those showcases so far. And you guys absolutely deserve taking a look at another capital ship soon and getting that series going again. That was like my capital showcase series. I've only done one, and it was of the... oh god, what is it? The Minmatar Dreadnought. The Naglfar. That's the one. I've done a video on that, and I plan on doing some more, so keep that in mind. That is the plan. So, with that said, I think that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we'll be taking a look at some of the Caldari stuff that I've been working on, because I've been doing some stuff there. And then the episode after that will be Amar and Galente stuff that I've been working on. And then, we'll be jumping back into the showcases. So thank you for watching. Leave your feedback down below for a chance to win this particular skin of the Minmatar Rifter, the Valklear Glory Edition. Leave a rating, of course. Like it if you liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all next time.